2026夏季达沃斯论坛25号顺利闭幕，在多重挑战交织的国际格局下，外界迫切从中国寻求稳定性。世界经济论坛能源行业负责人埃斯彭梅卢姆在接受深圳卫视记者专访时表示，虽然本轮中东危机尚未演变成全面冲击，但对世界来说依然是一个重要警醒，推动各国继续加快能源转型，以增强体系的抗风险能力。
Well, it's a wake-up call because these vulnerabilities have been around for a while and people were seeing it. And by the way, it's not the only one. And there are other choke points in the world, straits like this, where a lot of energy flows through. But I think also 80% of the global energy mix is still fossil fuels. A lot of that is coming from the Middle East. A lot is flowing through the Strait of Hormuz. That's why it's so important now to think about what it means to reduce the exposure to these types of risk in the future.
埃斯彭梅卢姆是资深的能源与产业政策专家，早期曾在挪威石油与能源部担任顾问，并参与国际能源政策相关工作。他长期关注全球能源体系与能源转型议题，目前在世界经济论坛负责能源与材料相关研究，重点聚焦能源安全、清洁能源转型以及全球产业链的结构性变化。梅卢姆表示， 能源转型是一个长期过程，往往需要几十年才能完成，但在人工智能的助力下，可以一定程度提升效率。
And also this intersection between, say, electromobility and the electricity system is very important. And that's also where we see China being really at the edge of the developments to make sure you can use AI to optimize energy system and enable things like electric mobility.
I read your articles on how China built energy system the world now needs. Can you specify China's role?
China taking also a very, very long-term view about this with a succession of 5-year plans that have been very impressive to follow because that sets a very clear direction of travel. And now we really see the results of this. You think about the whole industry that China has built around electromobility, all the way from the supply chains of the minerals to the batteries, to the vehicle, to the software, for the benefit of China, but also for the benefit of the rest of the world. My home country, Norway, has new cars sold now are 99% pure EVs. And more and those EVs are coming from China.
Oh, really?
Because the cars are good and there's a good they're also not too expensive compared to international competition. So what also the example from Norway shows and China is that through policies over many years, you can actually make the industry move and you can create whole new solutions that are beneficial for consumers and beneficial for the world as well. And China really is at the core of this globally.
Have you ever tried Chinese EV in your hometown?
No, I haven't, but I would like to. So I would very much like to try one of the EVs. I know we have many brands, around 100 brands, and there's strong competition among the different brands. And I think that competition as well really helps drive innovation, helps drive costs down as well, and build a very competitive industry also for the world. And I would love to try a couple of the Chinese cars.
Do you think we have more opportunity for collaboration between China and Europe on green energy?
Yeah, and I think now is the time to explore that. I think, well, I'm based in Europe. I can't speak on behalf of Europe, but I think what Europe is trying to do now is really to seek how can they stay competitive and grow their economies while decarbonizing. And a lot of people in Europe believe that A, there's a problem with the energy cost. B, if you have more renewables, it's going to help us. But we also need the interconnections. And we also need to make sure that we can create some jobs and value in Europe, and not only import all the things and then all the jobs are elsewhere. So I think finding that right balance that there can be win-wins in the cooperation between nations like China and big regions like Europe, but also ASEAN, I think it's important.
Because the Asia Summit is going to be held in Shenzhen this year, from your own perspective, what's your expectation?
So this is, of course, a big economic area, and this, I think we're talking about the Leaders Summit in November. So if you look at the geopolitical situation today, as I said, it's very fragmented, very volatile. Sometimes we see trust breaking down or at least it's very challenged. So I think meetings like this, even at the top level, are of vital importance to keep the dialogues open, exchange, and also to look at cooperation where cooperation is possible. And I know there are many cooperations possible in the space of energy. So I really have hopes that that summit and other summits that we'll see through the year can drive forward on some of these big energy transformation issues and help also, build a better energy future, learning from crises like the ones we're experiencing today.